and you can still see the Greeks' presence in their architecture. Just as in the Parthenon, we have Doric columns. You can see that they are plain and simple base, simple top, and they were used in structures such as the Parthenon. Here you can see in the hardened hall, the alleyway, that they used arches to support the building, just like they did in Rome. The Romans used the arches to help support the structure of the Colosseum. Here at Dorset Hall, we have prime examples of Ionic columns. You can see this from the volutes at the top, which are the scrolls, and that is what makes them Ionic. Okay. As we've learned through all of our numerous art slides that we've had to memorize, statues last forever. You remember them for many years, just as we will always remember the statue of the buffalo. Milligan College was founded in 1866 at Hopwood Memorial Christian Church. Stained glass windows are used in all the cathedrals around the world. As you can see here in Seeger Chapel, we have tons of stained glass windows, and they tell the stories of Jesus' life. So I have a question for you.
Alright.
What does it mean to be human?
I would say that to be human, you have to be able to not only make progression in whether, art or nationalism is a big thing, but people are also going to make mistakes, and you have to be able to learn from your mistakes as a nation, as a community, as a person, and without failure, you will never know what it is to succeed.
Awesome, thanks.
You're welcome.
Alright, what do you think it means to be human?
I don't know, but I hear they teach that in humanities.
You're not taking humanities?
No.
Oh.
I haven't, so I don't know anything.
Alright.
I'm going to be a dumb million graduate.
Okay.
What is your favorite artwork from freshman humanities?
There's so many. If I had to choose one, I'd probably choose the Sistine Chapel. I've always wanted to go see that. I've always wanted to go visit the Sistine Chapel. It's always been like a dream of mine, because I really think that it's beautiful. It's really well done. I think it's probably one of the greatest pieces of art ever made, in my opinion.
Props to Michelangelo.
You're into that.
What did you do for your humanities project last year?
Well, Paige, what I did, actually it was 2 years ago, I believe, wasn't it?
Yep, it sure was.
2 years ago. I did a Shakespeare. Yes, I did a Shakespeare, which is, I went out in the woods and found a stick, and I carved it. And then I went to Walmart and bought an egg full of Skittles, and I taped it to the top, and I wrote Shakespeare poetry on it. Hence, a Shakespeare, and I shook it. And no one got it for like 10 seconds, and then they laughed. That's what I did.
That's funny.
How many hours do you think you have spent studying for freshman humanities tests?
Well, we've had 7 tests so far, and I've studied about 4 hours for each of them. So 7 times 4 is 28 hours, everybody. Here you go.
Again, boy, we've all heard the accent. Did you know any of this stuff before you came over here?
If I'm being honest, no. I never really used to pay attention to history, so it does come a bit of a surprise as to a lot of the stuff that's happened in my country led to me being who I am today. But I do very much thank the professors in the Humanities department for identifying my history and pointing it out to me. And coming to Milligan, my 4 years here are going to be strong, but these 2 years in Humanities are most definitely going to open me up to the world and to my heritage and what's turned me into the man that I stand as today.
So wait, you never read Shakespeare to try and get a girl or anything? You never brought that out?
No, because fortunately for myself and unfortunately for you girls, it's a hereditary thing. So my cousin is very good with words, my father's very good with words, and that's just kind of been passed down through the blood. And I've got a girlfriend, so obviously it worked somehow. Been knocked back many a time here, but it doesn't matter.
Alright, thank you. Okay, Joe, what was your least favorite part about humanities?
Well, my least favorite part about humanities would be the essays on the tests. My hands really got really cramped. Thanks a lot.
So, Gretch, what was your favorite memory from humanities?
Well, definitely have to be with Blackburn. I don't know what story we were talking about, but one day he was talking about someone having sex with somebody in a cave, and he called it Afternoon Delight. That was funny.
So, Kelsey, word on the street is you know what it means to be human.
Well, in fact, I do know what it means to be human. Would you like to tell us?
Which one?
I mean, do you really want to know?
I really want to know.
Okay. Well, since I, Kelsey, do know what it means to be human, it means to simply love life and embrace it. And take it as you leave it. And never spend a moment not happy.
Here you can see in Hardin Hall that there are arches lining this walkway, just like they used in Rome.
The Colosseum had many arches as it held the animals and the gladiators.
Go.
Here you can see in the Hardin Hall in the alleyway that there are arches supporting the structure, which was used in Rome.
As the Romans used the arches, they hoped that I can't do this. Well, the doors
Okay, go.
shut.
You can't see it. Oh, I'm going.
I don't know.
Just go.
Okay. Here in Hardin Hall, you can see the alleyway. Then there's Van coming to walk.
It's okay, he can be in it.
Shoot.
Go.
In cathedrals all over the world, we see stained glass windows. You can see here in our crap. What's our chapel called?
Seeger.
We gotta do that one.
Thanks a lot.